the last cup you have.
Oh.
I'm selling it. So.
Oh, boy. I don't even know how. Is there a proper way? I'm nervous wreck right now. It's like Dusty giving me TV tapes from Crockett.
Well, it's
easy.
You just 2 hands like this, and underneath here, just post it.
Oh,
here.
yeah.
You'll be fine.
Very good. Oh, I love this bullet. Anything I can do, buddy. Okay, you sold a few over yonder too.
This is of the first run. That's the last one.
PDX. Dang, bullet.
Yeah, I got to make another run before this weekend.
Maybe me bugging the crap out of people about it. Y'all be quiet while we take top-rated TV show.
Well, that's a debatable point.
I'm nervous. Okay, it's like you're fixing to get hitched to Miss Bullet, but you give me the ring to hold on to like the best man. I'm the best man.
Or the ring bearer.
Oh yeah, exactly. And I'm nervous wreck, Bullet, because I'm afraid I'm gonna lose it or something. But anyway, shut up, George. I know. Okay.
It's okay. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle.
Okay.
Now you hear the claps. Now you know what time it is. George, how was your weekend?
Bullet, unbelievable. First time ever. I'm just so much to talk on about, Bullet. I'm going to talk
First
faster.
time ever? So much to talk about? Seems like every week.
First time ever, Bullet. It is an honor to me to be your friend, first of all, and to have one of the top-rated shows that ain't on television, almost maybe 180-ish episodes close by, but to be one of the first ones, Bullet, to be able to hold, or should I say, to be able to hold this without buying it yet, because you ain't touching it unless you purchase it. But anyway, I am very excited to be part of this debut of Jake Man Scout's Guide, right?
Surviving a Night Under the Stars.
6, correct me if I'm wrong, 6 disc, unbelievable. Bullet, and I told you this, I won't bring it back up Sunday. The back is just as impressive. Look here, Bullet. The back is just as impressive as the front. And I'm going to tell you, any true wrestling fan, do not make that mistake as I did when you look at the back. I swear it looks like Juice and Thunder Liger in Japan. But it's not it. Okay? So just unbelievable. Great. I'm just very, very excited for you, Bullet, like you just said earlier. The first run, this is the last one left.
I got to send that one out to my father.
I get ready to say, this one will actually be leaving here very shortly. Yep. Bullet, it has been purchased, of course, by Dad, and so we're just very, very excited for you.
Yes, even my father paid full price.
He sure did.
Plus shipping
and
handling, and so if anybody wants
so
a
listen
deal
to
on
me, you
it,
marks out there that's always trying to get a discount. Family even paid full price. Okay, but the greatest thing for me this past weekend, Bullet, in this know-it-all internet age, of everybody knows everything before it happens, is that brief response or correspondence between you and your mom, where she just simply asked you, "Was you okay?" Mm-hmm. All right, that was the greatest. We may not have fooled anybody else, but for a brief moment, Mom was concerned about her boy.
Yes.
And I was
she
very,
thought
very
I was
excited.
coming back home. She thought the 3-month internship had finally ended at highspots.com. You know, the wrestling career was over. She was thinking that was what was going to happen, and, you know.
Bullet, listen, and I know we got to move on, but I'm going to tell you, it was a very, very touching moment. Of course, we're talking about this past Sunday, PWX. You're everything on the line against John Schuyler's World Championship belt, and it just... our job, Bullet, believe it or not, in pro wrestling is to play with people's emotions and their feelings and get them part of us. And I'm not talking about those feelings that make people throw up, which happens a lot of times in wrestling. But it was y'all's job as professionals to put us in y'all's shoes, to where either we wanted John Schuyler to get rid of you or we wanted you to continue your great career. And I really think that's what the people felt. I know I felt that. And of course, you can tell it when I'm telling you, when I nailed Brian, the owner of PWX, and you rolled up John Schuyler. I'm telling you, everybody, WWE stopped for a brief moment. I'm just telling you, the network went black because they to count 3. Bullet. That's how convincing. Okay, and of course he kicks out, which was good. Don't never give the people what they want. Make them come back. Okay, and then of course that great little finish there, Bullet. And I just was able for the first time to watch a brief segment of that, so it was just very special.
Which end very similar to how Jerry the King Lawler won his first
Kurt
heavyweight title.
Yes, it was. I
remember that.
Bullet. I was just. It was very good, and something that meant very much special to me. And I know you may not have done it for me, But there was, and nobody's commented on it, which during the match, there was an Indian deathlock.
Of course.
Okay, Bullet, and I was very, very into that whole thing. So, and I know a lot of my fans are very, very excited that you may continue to be able to help with some of the low budget cost shows that I do for the community, Bullet. But anyway, just a great night at PWX. My hat's off to the wrestling fans. Of course, we're all kind of spoiled with air conditioning and microwaves and all this, but I mean, it was hot in that building. I mean,
that's why the first thing that I said on that microphone is just thank everybody for sticking around to that heat.
That's exactly right.
That's what I wanted to get out immediately. Thank you for being here for my entire career. Thank you for being the biggest moment of my career. No, thank you guys for just being here in this miserable heat for this entire show.
And Bullet, I'm telling you, to let the fans that wasn't able to attend, kind of, most even armories, they'll let you raise the back door, or you'll even have one of them big airplane fans going. But none of this was able, or for our grabbing it escapade. So it was.
Well, even like when me and John Schuyler were fighting on the ground, it was tough to breathe. Everybody's hot, and people are breathing out of their mouths and stuff like that. Like, we couldn't get actual air because there was carbon monoxide. There wasn't enough oxygen circulating. So it was almost like a greenhouse effect that was happening in that place. So we had to get back in the ring just to start breathing.
That's exactly.
We had to get to higher ground just to get some oxygen.
And it was under all those hot lights, of course. So it was really, really my hat's off to the wrestling fans, of course, but of course to you and John Schuyler. I enjoyed it. I did. I thought it was great. It was a great way to end the evening. But boy, I'm gonna tell you, I'd always punch somebody very David Schultz if they ever said it's fate. But when I dove in that ring to congratulate you, and I come up and I bet I had 10 thumbtacks sticking in me, and I was only in there for a brief moment, and I got the pin. I mean, I was pulling them out, and it hurt, Dad burn it. So y'all gave it all, and I was very, very excited. So a lot of stuff going on, boys. So much going on this week. Of course, I want to put a quick plug in. This coming Friday in North Wilkesboro, in like the Heroes Con or something. There's a comic book store. I don't remember the correct name, but me and Baby Doll will be appearing there Friday afternoon. Of course, that's in North Wilkesboro. I'll be leaving that night. Of course, me and Les Thatcher will be together this coming Saturday in Georgia. We're going to do a little training seminar for our good friends down there, and then I think it's like they're calling a thing like Les Wrestle or something. So just amazing, big time. I'm excited about being with Les Thatcher and learning also from him. But then there'll be a show that night, and of course head back home, and then AML will be this coming Sunday. Our good friend Tommy Dreamer will be there Sunday, so it's pretty excited to see him again. So a lot of stuff going on, Bullet. Comedian, is there time for Jake Manning, the comedian?
There actually is. I was up last night. My set did not go as well as my match did on Sunday. I'll tell you that much right now. I might have a little bit of head trauma right now, so it's a little hard to remember some of my jokes. But also might have been tired too. It's been a long weekend nonetheless. A lot of worrying and all that's off my head. So I did that last night. I also recorded a podcast, which my co-partner at the $5 podcast, he made his own championship belt. That basically said also good on it. So that was very nice. So I wore my belt out to a show last night.
Oh, I love that.
And then I will also be doing an open mic tonight. I'll probably be doing improv. I also got to record a podcast. Wow. I guess I'm running the Thursday training classes here now.
Oh.
And then we got to take off Friday. I may be performing on a show Friday. I'm definitely wrestling for Northeast Wrestling this Saturday. But then next Tuesday, a week from today, maybe not from when this show drops, but a week from today when we record this, Tuesday, August 2nd, I am hosting an all-organic open mic. I'm hosting my own comedy show. I've been out there pushing it, trying to get people to show up. It's going to be a real good show. We got a real great guy from South Carolina, Mike Brocky, who is voted the South Carolina's funniest man in 2015. He will be there, so it'll be at the Evening News in NODA, and show starts at 9:30 next Tuesday.
And one quick note: when have we done the Pro Wrestlers vs. Zombies podcast yet?
Here's the thing. I'm going to have to talk to you a little bit off camera here.
Okay.
I ordered it through Amazon, and I kind of expected it to be here today.
Okay.
So therefore I could hand it off
Right.
to somebody so they can start watching it.
Okay.
That has not come down to happen, so I will have to come up with plan A or plan B.
I got plan B.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll come up with
yeah,
that.
yes, sir.
We'll figure it out.
Yes, sir. We'll take care of that. So
Need to get a copy.
Yes. So a lot of stuff going on here, folks. Real quick, Bullet, if you don't mind. Idiot of the week.
Absolutely.
I got a good one this week. Bullet, everybody here knows, and everybody's open for their own suggestions, but it's our TV show, so I can throw whoever I want. It's been a long time. I'm always like you. We've been good comic book fans my whole career, Bullet. I love superheroes. I love the whole comic book thing. And I could not wait for, of course, Batman versus Superman to come out on DVD. There was a lot of added stuff to it, Bullet. Just unbelievable movie. Yes,
Hopefully a better plot.
But Bullet, without giving it away, one part I did not like, and I can say this because it's my TV show. And for this, well, there's a couple things that just don't make sense coming from an old school superhero guy. Okay, and I'm gonna throw a lot of wrestling similarities in here, but the part and the reason I am going to throw not Batman because he just went along for the ride, but the reason I am going to throw Superman in this idiot bag, believe it or not, Superman in this idiot bag is because in this movie, believe it or not, without giving it away, Lois Lane knows who he is. Bullet. Oh my gosh. Listen, not only does Lois Lane know who he is, brother even gets in the bathtub with her. Bullet. Everybody, especially in the wrestling realm, knows when you let a lady that close to you, it's the beginning of the end. That's all I'm saying. Okay, Bullet? So, I didn't know. Maybe I'm just an old fart, but nobody's supposed to know. That's why he goes into a phone booth, right? But, well, it's just, even when he's in the Clark Kent gimmick, if that makes sense, Bullet, they know there's no more of this. I mean, you know how many people he's put out of work? He's put out Cam Newton out of work for the Panthers. He can't even do this no more because everybody knows who he... I'm sitting here thinking, I'm trying to find somebody to discuss this with me, Bullet. So I said, no, I'll just save it from a TV show. I am throwing Superman in the idiot bag because once... Brother, protect that gimmick. Where's the days of wrestling taking a shower with the hood on, Bullet?
You got to kayfabe even your women, you know what I'm saying? Like Mike Lee's been my best friend for over a decade. I still don't know if he's ever kissed a girl. I'm pretty sure he has. I don't know who he's dated or anything like that. I know he's dated somebody, sort of. He's slipped up a couple of times, but I've never met any girl that he's ever dated.
No, very private-ish.
Very private. I'm just saying, Superman, you need to be more like my friend Mike Lee. Keep your women secretive.
Yes.
You know
Mike Lee's very George Clooney-ish there at first. Now everybody knows who George Clooney is. Remember?
It's the same exact thing. Superman, you need more like George Clooney.
Yeah. What's funny is George Clooney would be voted most eligible Bachelor of the Year, but you never saw
who he was with.
Who he was with. And I just thought
and
that
he had to be with somebody.
Oh, he sure did.
He's George Clooney.
That's exactly right. So very good, Bullet. I love that. So anyway, I really predict, not kryptonite, but I really predict that Lois Lane, a woman, will be the downfall of Superman. And I said that right here first on the greatest show that ain't on TV. Superman will go in the idiot bag. The cat's out of the bag.
Yeah.
As Cornette says, the toothpaste is out of the tube. The water's out of the jug. The milk carton ain't even half full. It's just empty. Because, he climbed in the bathtub with her. Now, they all had their clothes on, of course, but he was dressed up as Clark Kent. She called him Superman. They jumped in the bathtub. I'm done. Okay, what else can you do, Bullet, if you know who he is? But anyway,
keep a secret. You gotta be like George Clooney and Mike Lee.
You sure do. Right there together. The last two.
They know how to handle relationships.
The last two eligible bachelors, Mike Lee and George Clooney, left in the dating world. So a lot of stuff going on, Bullet. But listen, what you don't have to kayfabe is
the second greatest book of all time, which is available at highspots.com. If you want to know more about what I'm doing this weekend or what George is doing, make sure you follow me on Twitter at ManScoutManning or on Instagram at ManScoutManning. This has been another edition of Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle.
Get the DVD. But when we're on, we're on. You know what? But when we're off, we're really off.
Oh, yeah, we're really off.
Oh, man. A very good illustration, brother. I'm like you. Mike Lee's got it made. I mean, I don't understand. Drive a brand new car like Ric Flair every week. I don't understand. He's got to smart me up.